All right, Shabbos, say good morning. Let us begin. We are continuing in Mishna Yomi. Meretz Hashem, today we are coming towards the end of Maseches Berachos, and we are up to today Perek Tes, Mishnayos Gimel and Dalet, chapter 9, Mishnayos 3 and 4. So Mishnah Gimel says as follows: Bana bayis chadash. If a person built a new home, Vikana kelim chadashim, or a person purchased new utensils, Omer Baruch Shechianu. Person says the bracha of Shechianu, Vikimanu, Vihigianu, Lazman Hazeh. But now, interestingly enough, there's a whole discussion in terms of chadashim, because the Mishnah says something new. Does something new literally mean something new for me? Okay, like I said, our goal is not to necessarily learn the halacha, but to really familiarize ourselves with the concepts. Mevarich ala ra me'ina tova, va'al hatova me'ina ra. Both is a very profound statement in the Mishnah. So the Mishnah says, you go ahead and you make a bracha on that which is adverse, even if it has positive implications, as something that is good, even if it has negative implications. Now, what does that mean? For example, so the Bartanura says, Mevarich al hara me'ina tov. He says, for example, let's say a person's field gets flooded, totally flooded. So my entire crop is wiped out. So right now, that is an adverse impact. But the good part is that for next year's crop, the soil will be so well saturated that in Meretz Hashem it'll produce a good crop. So that's what's called in halacha ra'a me'in hatova. Something negative that occurred, but the long-term implications could actually be positive. So which bracha should you make on such a situation like this? We learned in yesterday's Mishnah that when something negative happens, I say Baruch Dayan ha'emes. When something positive happens, I say Shech Yaruah hatova ha'metiv. Right? So what should I say? So the Mishnah says something amazing. You make the bracha of Dayan ha'emes. Because essentially what we do is we make the bracha which reflects the current reality. Right now something adverse occurred. It's true later on it's going to be good. But Lamaisa right now it had a negative impact. So the bracha is Dayana Emes. Similarly, let's say the next example is a person finds a lost object. And let's say the type of object, not your own lost object, you find a $100 bill on the street. What's the halacha if you find a $100 bill on the street? What's the halacha? You could keep it. Money is one of those things that you could get out. If you find it in the shul, in other words, or you find it like in a place where there is a defined population, that might be something else. But Lamaisa, you're on the street, you're on Rice Road, and you find a $100 bill, you're permitted to go ahead and keep it. So the Bartanura says, now that's tov, that's good. The Bartanura then says, but sometimes it used to be at least that if the government heard that you found something and you didn't report it or didn't give it to the government, you could be subjected to significant fines. So the idea is, this is a perfect example of right now it's good, but it could have long-term negative implications. So what bracha do you make in that situation? So again, the Mishnah says you make the bracha of hatov v'hametiv. We will say the very profound lesson that Chazal are teaching us, that you have to live in the moment, that you have to experience things for what they are right now and can't always live in the future. So something negative happened, right? Ultimately, again, a person makes the bracha of Dayana Emes, even though there's something positive later on. Something positive happened, there might be something negative later on. Live in the moment, hatov v'hametiv. So the Mishnah goes on, Atzorik l'sha'avar. If a person goes ahead and person davens about something that has already occurred, harezu tfilas shav. This is a prayer in vain. Very profound Mishnah. You can't daven over things that are already decided. For example, Ketzad, if a person's wife was pregnant, I'm davening that my wife should have a boy. Now, in the first 40 days of pregnancy, you're allowed to daven for this because gender has not yet been decided, right, by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But ultimately, again, after 40 days, right, it's determined. Whatever it is, it is. So to daven that it should be something different than it already is a tfilas shav. Similarly, hayababa derach v'shama kol tzvacha be'ir. Let's say a person is entering into the city and he hears cries emanating from a particular home. Vamar yiratzon shleyu elu b'nei beisi, and he davens, I hope these cries are not coming from my home. Hare zu tfilas shav. That is a prayer in vain. Because we both say, whatever it is, it is. And we both say, this is an incredible yisod. Because what Gemara is saying is, could HaKadosh Baruch Hu change anything? Could he change anything? Of course. But the world runs in a certain way. And so we'll see, what you begin to see is a very powerful theme in this Mishnah, which is the ability to live in the present and accept present realities, right? So if it's good right now, it might be bad later on, se'atov ametiv. Bad right now, maybe good later on, dayana emes. Live in the present moment and accept present realities. Sometimes things are what they are, and to dive in to try to change them is an exercise in futility. An incredible yisod. Mishnah Daled. Rabbi said, of course, as understood from the Mishnah, there are many things in life that have not yet been decided, and of course, those are the things for which we go ahead and daven. So, Mishnah Daled. Hanichnas lekrach mispal shtayim. When a person enters into the city, he should daven 2 tefillos. Achas bichnisasa, one when he enters, va'achas biyitziasa, and one when he leaves. Ben Azai says, Arba. No, a person should daven 4 tefillos, shtayim bichnisasa, ushtayim biyitziasa. 2 tefillos when he enters, 2 tefillos when he leaves. V'nosein hoda'a l'sha'avar, v'tzoik la'asid lavo. And he gives thanks for that which has occurred, and ultimately, again, daven supplicates for that which will occur. So we'll say, so what are these tefillos? Take a quick look at the Bar Tanura. So the Bar Tanura says, Shtayim b'chnisasa. So Bar Tanura is commenting on Ben Azai's position, because Ben Azai says, you say 2 tefillos when you enter a city, 2 tefillos when you leave. What are these tefillos? It's actually quite beautiful. So Bar Tanura says, B'chnisasa omer, shetachnisin lekrach zel shalom. So as a person's entering, before a person enters the city, he should daven, Hashem, bring me into this city in peace. Nichnas, when he actually enters the city, omer, Moda'ani lefanecha shechnistani lekrach zel shalom. Thank you, Hashem, for allowing me to enter in peace. So there's a proactive prayer, allow me to enter in peace, and then after I've entered, thank you for allowing me to enter in peace. I'm sorry? This could be downtown Baltimore. Yeah, that is true. There's other tefillos you have to say over there. So bikesh latzes, right? But when a person's leaving the city, Omer shetotzi'ini mikrach zel shalom. Same idea. As I'm about to leave, I say, Hashem, allow me to leave in peace. And once I've left, thank you, Hashem, for allowing me to have left in peace. And what's the idea? So now the Bar Tanura understands the last phrase of the Mishnah is linked to the previous one. Why do I have to daven? So we'll say it's very interesting. So before I enter the city, thank you, Hashem. Please, Hashem, allow me to enter. Once I enter, thank you for having allowed me to enter. I'm about to leave. Allow me to leave. When I've left, thank you for allowing me to have left. What's the pshat? So the Bar Tanura says the last line of the Mishnah explains no sein hoda'a l'sha'avar, because you should thank Hashem for what has happened, and ultimately again request HaKadosh Baruch Hu's assistance for what is going to occur. And I will say again a very profound and overwhelming message as well, which is a person needs siyata d'shmaya. A person needs divine assistance every step of the way. We sometimes think that we've got it under control, and again, we have to put in our hishtadlus, our effort to get it under control. But at the end of the day, I can't enter the city without HaKadosh Baruch Hu's help. I can't get out of the city without HaKadosh Baruch Hu's help. Even once I'm in the city, I can't navigate the city without HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I need the Ribono Shel Olam every step of the way. And these tefillos, these 4 tefillos of Ben Azai, 2 tefillos entering, 2 tefillos exiting, help to highlight my dependence and reliance on the Ribono Shel Olam. So we'll stop over here for today. And Meretz Hashem, actually tomorrow we finish up Maseches Berachos. So we'll say once we finish Berachos, we're going to go back to our regular schedule in Meretz Hashem of Tzidkas HaTzadik in the mornings. Before we're still going to record the Mishna Yomi, posted in the WhatsApp group. But in Meretz Hashem we'll go back to learn the beautiful words of the Rebbe. Shkayach, everyone.